Good morning, Jamie and Samantha. My name is Mark Werchnick, and today we're going to talk about the Travel Protection Plus with Travel Impressions, go over some of the benefits of it, and we're going to touch base on some of the enhancements that are coming out as well. So let's go ahead and get started. So we are on our Travel Impressions main page right over here. So where we're going to focus on is under Agent Resources and go right under where it says Travel Protection Plus. This is really all that you're going to need to know. So with the merger, we kind of merged our travel protections together. So there's not a travel protection for each brand. And it really came under the travel impressions one. So everything will be based off of a tier on the per person rate on the package. So that's going to be exactly like the cancel for any reason with travel impressions old coverage. It also offers that low deposit. Something new with the Travel Protection Plus with Travel Impressions is the best price guarantee. So when you have an existing reservation, if you go in there and typically on the land portion, unless you have one of the exclusive nonstop vacation flights, you're going to be able to reselect your hotel if it's a lower rate and give that lower rate to your customers. Another benefit is no supplier fees. So if you need to make a change, that travel protection will cover any airline fees if you have to make a change, any hotel fees if you have to make a change, and any brand fees. So you're not going to have any brand fees for that first instance with travel impressions. It also offers a hurricane travel credit. So if it's a category 1 or greater and it disrupts your travel for about 24 hours or more, they receive a refund for the unused interrupted vacation nights that they have. So a lot of that is pretty much almost the same as you originally had it with the cancel for any reason coverage with travel impressions before all the coverage was merged. Some of the other benefits will also be a little bit lower on the screen. So commission protection. You will get commission protection up to $100 per canceled reservation. So some of the things that will need to happen in order to get that commission protection would be full payment has to be on the reservation. It will be 100 per room. So for example, let's say it's a very small land only reservation you have and you only have like $80 total commission on it, you wouldn't get the 100, you'd get the 80. It must be canceled prior to the scheduled depart time, and we will automatically issue that commission protection once that refund request has been submitted, around 2 weeks after that's been submitted. So that's another benefit of the Travel Protection Plus. In here, you kind of see the price points of it. So you have up to $7.99 per person rate. It's $79.99 per adult, $39.99 per child, and then there will be a holiday surcharge. So you'll be able to view all the tiers of the pricing. In this screen as well, if you have questions, there's actually a recording on the Travel Protection Plus, or you can view kind of some FAQs on it. So it's relatively pretty straightforward. It's a cancel for any reason. And it's pretty much like that across all brands. So some of the other brands are a little bit different, but we're not going to focus on those. So the big thing is with Travel Impressions that's new is that lowest price guarantee. Are you guys familiar with how to make a modification and rebook a room for a lower rate? Okay, but the agents probably are. Awesome. Yeah, so probably the biggest thing is that best price guarantee. So they're familiar with the cancel for any reason. They're familiar with everything else, the pricing, like that structure, the tiered pricing. It's really the big thing with Travel Impressions that got a lot of people excited was that best price guarantee because it used to not have that. And so people are able to give that rate. Yes. Correct. There's really no way to stop it, to be honest. I mean, your agents can go in there at any time and look at the hotel and reprice the hotel. I mean, there's no way to really stop it, but if it's paid in full and they request a refund, let's say after that, and they don't have it, accounting may say, hey, you didn't qualify for it. We're going to adjust it back out. So, best price guarantee is for reservations that you currently have made. So, you make a reservation today, 2 weeks later, you see that the hotel price went down. A price match is you're pricing your package against a competitor at the initial time of booking. So they are similar, but they are different. So you can't do a price match against a competitor basically after that reservation's been made. Does that make sense? No, it does not. That is one thing it does not cover is the non-refundable hotels. Um, I know that is a big thing. Us on our side too, we did try to push for it, but it was a company decision. It doesn't mean it won't happen down the road, but right now it does not cover it, and they'll be able to see that right in here too. Under the cancel for any reason portion, it says the non-refundable hotels are not included. So that's the non-refundable hotels once you book them. So if you have a current reservation and let's say the hotel has cancel policy of a week prior, that's different. So it's those non-refundables once booked. So sometimes I like to clarify that. Correct. Yeah, because those non-refundable hotels, I mean, whether you have travel protection on there or not, they are under penalty right when booked. So it's not even probably going to allow you to put them on hold without putting payment on there. Yeah, so the Travel Protection Plus, it's really not really too confusing. It's pretty straightforward. Do you guys have questions on that? If you're looking at the post-departure travel protection, I mean, you have your trip interruption. There is a travel delay. So if your flight is delayed more than 12 hours, you can get reimbursed for additional transportation costs for unused hotel arrangements up to $500 or $200 per day. Emergency evacuation, it prepays the cost of emergency medical transportation. The baggage and personal property, so it reimburses for baggage or lost items, stolen, damaged during your vacation, medical expenses, and accidents. That is the actual insurance part of it, so that would have to be filed through the insurance company. Yes. So the old policy was also a cancel for any reason. It was the tiered structure. The biggest things were the best price guarantee. They didn't have that best price guarantee. So once you made that reservation, it was there. And then also the non-refundable hotels were included. This one it does not. So those are the differences. Correct. I don't have any information on what the original costs were because we kind of got rid of all that information, but it's pretty similar to what it originally was. I can see if I can find that in the archives and send that over to you after the fact. Well, let's see here. Let me take a look in here real quick. Actually, hold on. All right, so yeah, it was a little bit different. What I can do is I can send you that screenshot when we're done with the price differences of the old and the new. So it looks like it was like $10 per person roughly. So like this one is $69 per adult, up to $9.99, and the other one is, or the new one, up to $7.99 is $79.99 per adult. So I can send that screenshot over to you for what the differences are in cost. No. So let's go back there. They did not offer commission protection. hmm So they did do case by case situations in the past, but now it's automatic. It's up to $100 per room. So with tours, if your commission on your tours is going to be greater than $100, it would be protected on that. Yes. You would just get the, yes, correct. It's only on the rooms where it would be, if it's less, then you would get the less on the room cost for that commission. So it's a little different, but not real different. So a couple other things that you might want to let your agents know of. Let me scroll up a little bit and get back here. We also have the opportunity to add travel protection for less the party size. So that is a new enhancement that actually launched on the 15th of this month. And it's correct. Correct. And I can show you that real quick. It's really simple. And it kind of goes along with one of the other things that I want to talk about is Travel Impressions launched a plan that's called Get Paid to Upgrade. So there are specific hotels in room categories. They earn an additional 2% bonus commission on that hotel portion. And I kind of want to show you how you can see that. So I'm going to go in there and just kind of price out a hotel for you and kind of show you what it looks like. So I'm just going to go like Newark out to Dominican Republic real quick for some random dates. So let's take a look here. Let's do the 16th. Let's go 5 nights. So once you hit search, what's going to happen is it's going to populate your hotel. So let's wait for that to populate. Then I'll show you how to identify those Get Paid to Upgrade properties. So it's a great opportunity for your agents to actually make extra money. And that actually launched on the 17th of this month. So we have your hotel right here. We have something called value indicators. You're going to see value indicators in different colors. So instant OTA price match has to do with a price match policy where it's an automatic match against an online travel agency such as Expedia. We have additional waves points. So any booking that you make in back, you get wave points. Anything that has this waves value ID right here, you get additional wave points on top of your normal ones. So it's just additional things. And then so let's find that Get Paid to Upgrade one right here. It'll be red. If you hover over it, it'll tell you exactly what you need to do. So select the resort, bump up the room category. So if you expand your room categories, it'll tell you in green which ones you can get that upgrade bonus on. So that's the Get Paid to Upgrade. And so it'll tell you if you hover over it, earn the additional 2% bonus commission on the hotel portion. So that is something new. We are also going to be launching a basic economy within travel impressions, probably within the next 10 days or so. So, correct. Correct. Yeah, so that's one thing I'm going to show you real quick. I mean, the filter isn't live right now, but when you look at your flights, you have your filters on the left-hand side over here. Right underneath your carrier, it'll say show or hide your basic economy fares. If there are no basic economy fares, you're not going to see that little filter. The one thing you can do is if you go under your member services and click on member services, go to user preference, you are able to hide your basic economy fares as your default setting. Yeah, exactly. So it's going to be based off of the user individually, not an agency overall, because some agents may do those basic economy fares to get a reservation that may be price matching against Expedia or whatever it may be. So anyone that doesn't want it, they have the opportunity to hide that filter within their reservation search and also in that member services. So I'll show you again where that is. You're on your main travel impressions page, top right under member services, user preference under administrative tools. They'll be able to select no. It'll be covered as far as the cancel policy. You're still going to be able to use that travel protection and get a refund less that cost of that travel protection. But the commission protection will be based off of the hotel anyhow. Correct. You can, depending on the fare. I mean, you are able to, if it's like a scheduled bulk airfare, you can get up to 5%. Published airfares, you may not get any commission. Well, we don't have any way to actually note it, but if you pull up your search, let's just pull up random dates again. I'll just do those same dates. And I'll kind of go over with you kind of some differences. I'll see if I can find a hotel that has that instant OTA price match and a hotel that does not. So let's get back in there real quick. Okay. So let's see if I can find one just side by side. Okay. Perfect. So right here, Secrets Capcana has that instant OTA price match value ID. So this is where we have negotiations with the hotel, where as long as the class is a service match, the hotel matches, dates, occupancy, everything matches, it'll be an instant match against those OTAs, Expedia, Travelocity, Priceline, Orbitz, Booking.com, whatever it may be. So it's an auto match. Your agents won't have to submit a price match. Well, they'll still have to submit it. They won't have to sit and wait around for it. If the customer says, hey, I found it with Expedia or Orbitz for $300 less, and it's one of these instant OTA price match hotels, your agents can confidently say, yeah, not a problem. The one thing to keep in mind with the instant OTA price match hotels is because those online travel agencies, if they pay commission, it's a very low percent, so it may be 5%. The commission cap there will be a commission cap of 10%. on those price matches against those instant OTA hotels. If you do not see that value ID in blue that says instant OTA price match, doesn't mean it won't happen. You'll just have to submit it as normal. It takes roughly around 3 business hours. So they'll look at that, they'll work with the hotel, get whatever rates lowered or whatever it may be. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Really, what's going to happen is all it's doing is adjusting the rate. It's still going to go over to the hotel the same way. So that just means we're matching that rate. It's not We're not booking it at that Expedia rate. We're booking it at our rate with a lower payable. I guess that's the best way to explain that. I can follow up with that for you. I can work with your BDM to make sure. That's not something we cover on our area, really. For the for those extra inclusions, yeah. So without me actually being able to log into your backs, I won't be able to show you how it looks. But I can definitely touch base on making sure you get your same benefits, even though if there is a price match. If you don't, if you never got something, I can work on that and get it for you. So easy to basically point out. So, mhm. So the other enhancement I just wanted to show you how to do, like how your agents can do it in backs, is have travel protection for less the party size. It's very simple. Once they select their room category and their flights, I'm just going to select anything right now. Let me go ahead and select some flights. So when they are on their itinerary summary screen, they're going to be able to go into their features. And when you get to the Travel Protection Plus, you're going to have the opportunity to select the number of passengers under the drop down. So you're going to select your passengers, add that to your cart as you normally would. And then when you go to checkout and you start entering the names, I'm going to enter the names so you can see exactly what I'm going to talk about. I'm just going to put some general names in there real quick. So let's scroll down. Under your special service request area, you'll have to select what passenger it's for. And then when you book it, it'll tell you which passengers it is for. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Would cover the airfare and any features if they're under penalty. Basically, airport check-in. So another thing that they can do in VAX, this is kind of an older enhancement, but they have the capability to add travel protection even after they made deposit, up until 7 days after that deposit has been posted, or up until final payment, whichever comes first. So to kind of, what was that? I'm sorry. Well, the enhancement is the agents are going to be able to do that themselves. They can go and modify it themselves. Before, it wouldn't allow you to do it. So they can modify the reservation and add it up until that 7-day mark. Or final, whichever comes first. So an easy example would be, so our payment policy is 45 days prior to departure. You have to pay the reservation in full. If you have customers that are 100 days out and you've paid that deposit, you have that 7-day mark. If you booked it 50 days prior, you would have 5 days to add it because that final payment due date is at 45 days. So they can go into VAX, make those changes themselves. Beforehand, they were not able to. And what I can send you that link as well if you need if you want that quick little video. And just 2 other things that are going to be coming up is multi-origin reservations. They're going to be able to do in VAX. Beforehand, that wasn't something they were able to do. That we're hoping comes out within a couple weeks. Adding airfare to land-only reservations. That will be something that's coming soon as well, hopefully, and they're going to be able to do that in VAX as well. So that kind of goes along the lines of the adding air to hotel only in the group's dashboard. It'll look similar. So those are 2 upcoming enhancements we're really excited about that will make your agents' lives a lot easier on their end, and so they don't have to spend as much time on the phones holding or whatever it may be. So I'll send you those demo links for that. And those are our upcoming enhancements that I could just kind of wanted to touch base on. Let you know what's coming out and what we're excited about. So, do you, anything else that you guys want to go over while you have me? Okay. Well, perfect. So what I'll do then is I will go ahead. I'll stop the recording. I'll get that sent over to you probably within the next 45 minutes. And I'll include some of those additional links too with those enhancements so you can send that to your agents and they can see how that's done within VAX as well. Awesome. I appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to spend with me. And if you need anything, I know, Samantha, you have my email address. Feel free, reach out. I'm always here for you if you need it. Thanks, everybody. You guys have a great day. Thank you.